Hey, what's up everyone? Welcome to P4P TV. This is Michael and it's been a while, but I'm back. T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas, Nevada will play host once more to a massive night of boxing. It has already been the backdrop to so much action this year, including fights like the long-anticipated showdown between now two-time undisputed champion Terence Crawford and then unified welterweight champ Errol Spence Jr. and Gervonta Davis and Ryan Garcia earlier in the year. Come Saturday the 30th of September though, a monster clash awaits as two champions come head-to-head in what is being billed as undisputed versus undisputed, which technically is true up until the bell for the first round sounds. At that moment, Super-Welterweight undisputed champion Jermell Charlo will be stripped of his WBO belt, which will be handed over to Australian champion in waiting Tim Tszyu, who rumour has it will be ringside on the night. Despair not, as Charlo will have the opportunity to become undisputed in a second division should he topple the bookies' favourite and opponent that night for division undisputed and pound-for-pound champion Saul Canelo Alvarez. It should be a cracking fight, so don't miss it. It is no secret that Saul Canelo Alvarez is a hot favourite coming into this bout against Charlo. There are a few reasons for this, but chief among the reasons fans and bookies are picking Canelo to win is the size difference, or should I say the perceived size difference between Canelo and Charlo. Canelo, who has blown up as far as the light heavyweight division twice in his career, his first foray into the 175-pound category, which resulted in a win against Sergey Kovalev, and more recently a decisive loss to then and current reigning WBA light heavyweight champ Dmitry Bivol. Super middleweight, however, is where the Mexican champ has made his home in recent years, bringing with him from the lighter divisions experience, power, and better refined and enhanced upper body and head movement. These are the things that have made Canelo the undisputed champion in his division, but also an undisputed money generator and major attraction. Further to Canelo's talent and perceived size advantage is activity. He's already fought once this year. After recovering from hand surgery, Canelo applied the untested hand against durable Londoner John Ryder back in May. After exploding thudding shots on Ryder for 12 rounds, it was clear that Canelo's hand was fine. John Ryder's face was not. Before that, Canelo fought twice in 2022. A win against old foe Triple G and a loss to Dmitry Bivol. In contrast, Jermell Charlo's last fight was in May 2022, almost a year and a half ago. So, what about the Canelo versus Charlo assumptions? Firstly, size. Charlo's walk-around weight is probably about the same as Canelo or very close. Charlo is longer and taller than Canelo and looks to be carrying the wider frame. Not having to boil down to 154 could be a welcome relief, and coming in at 168 pounds might suit Charlo. Secondly, activity. Canelo has been more active, but has also incurred injuries. He's also moved training camp to higher elevation for this fight, presumably to improve stamina. It highlights some boxing fans and pundit observations that Canelo was slipping. Whatever you think of Charlo's hand injury claims, one thing is definitely true: he is the more rested fighter. Lastly, what about skill? Can Charlo match or even beat Canelo in the skills department? Jermell Iron Man Charlo has landed the winning boxing lottery ticket, securing a fight against the sport's biggest attraction in the modern era outside of, say, Anthony Joshua. Fighting Canelo Alvarez guarantees his opponents life-changing money, and for Charlo, the opportunity was too good to pass up. After brother Jermell fumbled at the starter's block for whatever reason behind the scenes, Mel stepped in to take his place, and from where I'm sitting, he is in a supremely confident state of mind. He's voiced some concerns about whether or not he can become a legitimate super middleweight, but he's not scared to find out, and that comes down to a belief and conviction in one's ability and skill. If you're going to jump up 2 weight divisions to take on an active, pound-for-pound great, and after over a year off, you would have to be supremely confident. Mel is calm, doesn't seem to be raging with anger. He's been more respectful towards not just Canelo, but also another prospective challenger, Terence Crawford. Long time affiliated with PBC, Mel is one of the standout fighters in the PBC stable and is a fighter concerned with legacy. With so many fighters today chasing just the money and not so much the glory, Charlo, who proved himself at 154 pounds as undisputed champion, now wants to chase eternal glory and has stated that beating Canelo will stamp him as one of the greats. Stylistically, both fighters have a boxer-puncher base, with Canelo emphasizing more on aggression and coming forward like a pressure fighter, whereas Charlo has the better footwork and is fairly adroit at countering and circling away or shifting with lateral movement. Both are great counter-punchers, both have wicked left hooks that often find a home to the body, and both have respectable defense, albeit at times leaky. Charlo can't boast to have the better resume. It took him 2 bites at the cherry to get over Tony Harrison and Brian Castano, 2 lesser fighters than Canelo. The lack of ring activity will also affect his timing and sharpness, so clearly Charlo is up against it. But it's times like these that he tends to rise to the occasion to prove doubters wrong. That, along with some perceptible slippage in Canelo's game, could mean that Charlo is catching Alvarez at the right time. If I'm wrong, I'm happy to staple my wrinkled man pouch to my office desk, but I can't overlook Charlo's inactivity. The lack of ring time will significantly hamper Charlo's timing. Also, it's his first bout at super middleweight. He's never hit or been hit by someone this size as a pro in a pro bout, and he's facing one of the biggest hitters at 168 pounds. If Charlo can't make a dent, he'll have to rely on just his boxing, but Canelo knows how to circumvent pure boxers. He simply breaks them down over the rounds. I want to say that Charlo can cause an upset, but I think Canelo gets it on points over a hard-fought 12 rounds.
If he wins, then there's no point really. I'd be going up to 160, 168, defending a rematch with Canelo. You know, that's the possible. That's the most. That's the outcome that's going to happen if he wins. But if he loses, which he knows he's going to lose, he said he's going to come down to 154 and fight once every 2 years again.
That fight being a fight that is going to be exciting, but I won't be surprised if the fight goes decision to Jermell. If he fights a smart fight, if he don't, it don't go 12 rounds.
Obviously, I'm biased. You know, we grew up together, so obviously I am biased. But I'm not gonna say Canelo's gonna win. But what I'm gonna say is, goddamn, Canelo was a monster. And you just gotta look at the resume. We was arguing in the gym earlier about this. I mean, you gotta just look at the resume of Canelo. I mean, you know, after the Floyd fight, he just went up. Canelo, you know, he knocked Amir Khan out. He knocked James Kirkland out. He fought Triple G, a monster, 3 times. He knocked Kovalov out. You know, his resume, Danny Jacobs is a fucking monster. You know, like, just look at the resume of this guy, bro. Like, he just got so much heat on his resume. And it's like, man, Jermell gonna have a hard time. Obviously, I'm gonna pick Jermell because I'm biased, but Mel got a hard fucking time. It's like, could he even hurt Canelo? Canelo been hit by Triple G, flushed, you know, and nothing happened to him.
Thank you for watching Pound for Pound TV. Please remember to subscribe and hit that notification bell for future updates. See you in the next one. Check out our Patreon page to become a Patreon family member, where you will receive some cool perks. If you're looking for some new threads, we've got t-shirts, hoodies, and much, much more. So head on over to our Michael Akobi Pound for Pound TV stores. They can be found on Redbubble and Spreadshop. Join me on my travels and head on over to my other YouTube channel titled Barefoot and Free. There you can follow me as I traverse the many parts of our planet and occasionally get into a spot of bother. Nonetheless, it's always fun and entertaining. If you're struggling with some of life's obstacles and challenges, my book How to Get Out of Life Traps might just be the answer that you're looking for to help guide you through the difficult times. It's helped many get past some of their darkest moments, and it might do the same to you. You can purchase it on Amazon, where you can also find a wide range of my other works. Those works include screenplay to book adaptations, a fairly unique concept, with genres covering comedy, heist and revenge, drama, supernatural and crime, if that's more your cup of tea. You can find them by following the link provided.